Dear friends, it is incredible to contemplate that we once again find ourselves in the Emunah Selichos, the days leading up to the Yom Tov Rosh Hashanah. And although our Sephardic brethren have already been reciting Selichos since the beginning of Rosh Chodesh Elul, we Ashkenazim began the recitation of Selichos this past Motzei Shabbos. And the Sefer Leket Yosher was a Talmud, a disciple of the Trumas Hadeshan. He asks, why is it that we begin to recite Selichos on Motzei Shabbos? Why Motzei Shabbos? Why not a Sunday, a Monday, a Tuesday? I mean, technically, I guess it is a Sunday. But why Dafka Motzei Shabbos? And the Leket Yosher explains so beautifully. He says, how does a person feel on Motzei Shabbos? So although often the answer is a little bit tired, a little bit groggy, but the truth is on a much deeper level, a person feels in a state of incredible simcha, a state of incredible joy on Motzei Shabbos. Think about it. Shabbos is such an overwhelming and uplifting day, a day in which I have the opportunity to daven. During the week, I get to daven also, but during the week I'm running in a million different places. And although I get to eat, seudos during the week as well, meals during the week, but often those meals are consumed on the run. And Shabbos, I get to daven. I don't have to rush. Shabbos, I get to have a su'ud, I get to have a meal, and if a person is privileged to have a family, they sit around the table with loved ones, and there's opportunity for zmiros, an opportunity for divrei Torah, and even a little nap, shina b'Shabbos tanug, sleep on Shabbos is something so beautiful, so wonderful, an opportunity to learn, an opportunity to think, an opportunity to contemplate. And therefore, says the Leket Yosher, when am I happiest? It's interesting. So people often think they're happiest Erev Shabbos, on Shabbos. The truth is the happiest time of the week is Motzei Shabbos. Now, on one hand, there's a sadness because Shabbos is over, but there's such a feeling of spiritual satiety. There's such a feeling of contentment, such a feeling of okay, everything is as it should be on Motzei Shabbos after having undergone a Shabbos. It's dafka at that moment, the pinnacle of joy. It's dafka at the moment of spiritual satiety that you begin Selichos. Selichos begins in a state of simcha, a state of joy. And I was so overwhelmed by this idea because often when it comes to Selichos and preparation for Rosh Hashanah, we often associate this process of preparation with dread, with awe. And I don't mean dread but just like fear. And it's understandable. There is an element of fear and there is an element of awe. We're going to be judged for how we lived our past year, and we are going to be judged as to what we are going to receive or chas v'shalom not receive in the coming year. And that's overwhelming. But on a deeper and perhaps more panoramic spiritual level, the feeling is joy. Because these days are filled with such connection. These days are filled with such an opportunity for spiritual intimacy. These days are filled with such an opportunity for reconnection with HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Because so often through the course of the year we just drift away from our Father. And it's these days when we have the opportunity to re-energize the bond, to reconsecrate the relationship, to reinvigorate my connection with the Ribono Shel Olam. And there is no greater simcha than the opportunity to forge, or to reforge, to reinvigorate, to rekindle that relationship with my Father. And as such, says the Leket Yosher, we dafka begin Selichos on Motzei Shabbos, the time of the week when I am so filled with such a sense of spiritual contentment and happiness and joy. That's when you begin Selichos in a state of joy. So as we go through these next days leading up to Rosh Hashanah and into the Yom Noraim itself, let us never forget the joy of being connected. Yeah, it's true, there's a lot that we worry about, and there's a lot that's on our mind, and there's a lot that we think about, but it all should take place within a context and a framework of incredible simcha. The simcha of connection, the simcha of relationship, the simcha of being close to our Father. We start Selichos b'simcha, and may be Zocha Miratz Hashem to feel that joy in the weeks ahead as well. Wishing everyone a wonderful day and a ksiva v'chasima tova.